Hello everyone, and good day to Mr. Ahmad Fazura, who is my lecturer for this course, UHC 1012, Falsafah dan Isu Semasa. Today I will be presenting some slides based on my project report for the assignment that we were given. I chose the topic Ada-ada dengan IR 4.0, kesan terhadap hubungan sesama manusia. I chose this topic because I've always been interested in relationships between people as well as upcoming technology. Hence, I will be talking about the fourth industrial revolution and the effects it has on human relationships. As a background, let me first introduce the previous industrial revolutions before the current/upcoming fourth revolution. The first industrial revolution occurred primarily in Europe and the US. It took place at around 1800s and it focused on transitioning to new manufacturing processes and included going from hand production methods to machines. The new chemical manufacturing and iron production processes developed from the increasing use of steam power and water power. The burning of coal was used to drive major developments of machine tools and the rise of mechanized factory systems. Textiles were also a huge driving force in the revolution, as cotton textiles were mass-produced and traded extensively across the continents. The Industrial Revolution also led to an unprecedented rise in the rate of population growth. The second revolution was known as the Technological Revolution. It was a phase of rapid standardization and industrialization in the 1900s. The theoretical and practical basis for the harnessing of electric power was laid down around the time of the revolution. Electrification allowed the final major developments in manufacturing methods of the second industrial revolution, namely the assembly line and mass production. Petroleum was also discovered and refined around the time of the revolution and gave way to the invention of various types of fuels and lubricants for machinery. The third industrial revolution took place around the 1950s and was named the Digital Revolution. It consists of the revolution of modern electronics as we know it. The development of modern electronics also led to design and production of modern computers and automation of machinery. As we are currently still in between the third and fourth industrial revolution, the conclusion of benefits and technologies derived from the third revolution is still incomplete. But now, let's progress into the fourth revolution. The fourth industrial revolution, or Industry 4.0, is the ongoing automation of traditional manufacturing and industrial practices using modern smart technology. Large-scale machine-to-machine communication and the Internet of Things are integrated for increased automation, improved communication, and self-monitoring and production of smart machines that can analyze and diagnose issues without the need for human intervention. For this assignment, we'll be looking at two aspects, namely logic and the metaphysic aspects of philosophy. A logic aspect is a systematic study of valid rules of inference. For metaphysics, it is a branch of philosophy that examines the fundamental nature of reality. Moving on to the logical arguments. From a logical standpoint, some arguments can be made of the effects of Industry 4.0 on human relationships. First off, the Internet of Things will lead to increased automation in all aspects of life. From industrial factories to daily consumers, the technology that we have will evolve and transform to become increasingly smart and automated. Remote services such as food delivery apps or online entertainment streaming services constantly push the boundaries of convenience, hence the increased convenience. Artificial intelligence, on the other hand, will logically also contribute to the efficiency of today's technology. But what are some of the effects on human relationships? Now, the first effect would be a massive loss in jobs in developed countries. This would then lead to a second effect, which is the increase in uneven distribution of wealth, otherwise known as economic inequality. This occurs when the rich and smart capitalize on the technological advancement and continue to flourish, whereas the working middle and lower class fail to adapt to the changing times and are replaced by automation. As the gap between people increases due to this economic disparity, human interaction decreases as well. For example, the middle and lower working class society will struggle to make ends meet and will spend less time socializing. Another crippling effect that the fourth revolution might have on human relationships is the ever-growing over-reliance on technology. As our generation faces constant bombardment from a wide array of different stimuli, we rely on our technology such as smartphones to keep track of the chaos all around. Hence, we may grow over-reliant on our technology in our daily lives. Now, let's take a look at the metaphysical arguments regarding Industry 4.0. The Internet of Things would theoretically lead to an increase in overall knowledge in all levels of society. This would possibly lead to more higher level discussions and conversations in human interactions. Now, the remote softwares and services offered by multinational companies should also theoretically lead to an overall spike in happiness and contentment in humans. As we are constantly entertained, we should supposedly have a much better well-being. And as artificial intelligence dominates the world, it should theoretically lead to better decision-making, especially in the corporate world. And yet, the total opposite might also be true. As knowledge increases, competition heats up significantly as well. And as entertainment constantly bombards and distracts us, human interaction might dip significantly. The use of artificial intelligence in decision-making might also make us less empathetic towards others. Some of the metaphysical effects from this include emotional immaturity, lack of compassion towards others, identity crises, and a sharp increase in mental health issues. For further clarity, the identity crisis that I foresee stems from the feeling of not being useful in an age where computers can easily outsmart and outdo a human. And the increase of mental health issues will stem from the stress of trying to make ends meet without being replaced by computers or other developing technologies. In conclusion, the effects of the fourth industrial revolution will affect all physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of our daily lives. But we must not forget that amidst the negative effects that it may bring, the revolution has massive potential and suggests another huge milestone for humanity in the future. As Klaus Schwab, the founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, once said, we must develop a comprehensive and globally shared view of how technology is affecting our lives and reshaping our economic, social, cultural, and human environment. There has never been a time of greater promise or greater peril. Thank you.